Welcome to KFGO For A Cause here on the Mighty 790, 104.7 and 94.1. I'm Amy Eiler, usually here from 11 to 2 Monday through Friday, but I hang out on Sunday mornings with Neil Van Dam from the Van Dam Financial Group. Welcome back.
Good morning.
And this morning, KFGO For A Cause is all about learning about these nonprofits that are making a huge impact on our community. And we've gotten to know a lot of them, by the way. And today I'm very excited to have on the air the New Life Center. Andrea Feigum is here with us. Andrea, welcome to KFGO Radio.
Thank you so much for having me and for the invitation, Neil.
Let's just do a brief overview, sort of the Reader's Digest version, as I call it, about who the New Life Center is.
So New Life Center has been around since 1907, and we serve men that are experiencing homelessness. We help to provide them with a source of dignity, hope, and then also meeting their basic needs. So food, shelter, clothing, and many more options for them to help them on their path to self-sufficiency.
What does that look like when someone comes to you for help? What does that process look like? Is it, when you talk about basic needs, my mind immediately goes to food and shelter, but I'm sure it's so much more than that.
Yeah, absolutely. And first and foremost, it is food and shelter. Those that are coming to us haven't maybe had a meal in quite some time, or for sure have not had a bed to sleep in. So we want to make sure that they are provided with that sense of dignity right when they walk through that door. Even just providing a smile and a warm welcome to those that are walking through our doors is extremely important. And then also making sure that they are connected to the resources. So we do have case management services on site, and our case managers really focus on helping individuals identify what their barriers are to their current situation, why they're experiencing homelessness, because homelessness really is a complex issue. It's not just lack of shelter, lack of food. There are so many other aspects that come into homelessness, and really the root causes of homelessness is that brokenness, that sense of not having the resources and the connections in our community to help them find a place of self-sufficiency. So really trying to address all of those barriers and meet their basic needs right away.
Has the New Life Center always been focused on helping men and only men? And I want to make that point about who you serve, because it comes up on our show all the time. It's like, oh, we have the YWCA for women. Who do we have for men? We have someone for men.
I was actually just thinking that we've had women, we've had children, and it always seems that men is the category left out. But
they're not left out.
No.
There is the New Life Center in town that is doing a lot of work. And we always try to make that point. I know when it comes up on my show, it's like, no, there is a resource for hyper specific for men out there who need that.
And it's also not just that. There's probably a better term for it. I'm not very PC, but chronic homeless.
Yeah.
I know two particular people that have used your services for a short period of time that just, for lack of better words, their life was going through hell at the time. They were in a bad situation, and you would never know it. Them telling their story one day to me, it was just like, you? Really? Like, you're such a successful person. But they're like, yeah, it was just such a dark time in my life, and I needed somewhere to turn. And so they speak very highly of you guys.
Yeah. So that is a great question. And we do shelter males only, but we do also provide services to men, women, and children in our community through outsource resources. So we have our meal services on site at our shelter for those that are staying with us, but then we also provide meals to the Downtown Engagement Center, so they are provided to men, women, and children. And then we also have a partnership with the Salvation Army to provide a voucher program, so anyone that is in need of clothing or even household goods can come and shop at our North Thrift Store and have those items provided at no cost to them.
I was going to say, I think it's even more than the Salvation Army. You have a lot of partners around the community that are serving families who shop for, lack of a better word, but they come and shop at your thrift store with vouchers from a lot of different programs across the community. Your thrift store is a gem, by the way. Let's talk about that. I want to talk about that for a moment, because I know you have some good little players in place to make sure that that is stocked with, let's just say it, brand new items sometimes. Like the hookup that you've had through Scheels and other retailers to bring in new items to your thrift store is amazing.
Yes, absolutely. So our partnerships in their community are phenomenal. We have so many generous business partners that help make sure that what we need is met. Our thrift stores are very, community centric. So we want to make sure that, we are providing the services that we need to those in need of clothing and household goods, but also, come and shop at our stores. Come and check them out. We do have new items on our shelves. We also have, eclectic items that you wouldn't typically find at another thrift store. So we try to hold on to those items and make sure that they are repurposed and get out on our shelves. So people can come in and shop at our stores.
Yeah, it's 2 stores now. I keep forgetting about the south one, but you've got the north one, which isn't far from the KFGO studios, just right up 25th Street, and you take a right on 2nd, is it?
No. 3rd Avenue.
3rd
North.
Avenue. Okay, 3rd Avenue North, and you're right up there, right north of us here on 25th Street. But then you've got that brand new big thrift store down on 52nd Avenue.
Yes.
And it's huge.
It's been phenomenal for just a revenue generating resource for the mission, and it is phenomenal. It's in a great location right on the corner of Veterans and 52nd Avenue in South Fargo. And, the items that we have in the store, they're fantastic. It's just a really unique shopping experience. It's a large, open space where you can come in and shop, and you really feel like you're just at any retail store. So.
Yeah. And I think it should be known for those people that are looking, if they've got those nice or gently used items, if they want a place to donate. Can they donate at both stores, 52nd Avenue and your north location?
You bet. Okay. Absolutely. And then we also have clothing bins located throughout the Fargo-Moorhead community where you can just, drive in and drop off your items. So that's a great resource as well to donate.
Is there always something, since you serve so much of the community at these thrift stores, and that's important to know too, if you're someone who's looking to donate, if you want to get it directly into the hands of someone who needs it, there's someone who's shopping with these vouchers that are able to take these items from the thrift store. So that's another important reason why giving to these thrift stores is so needed and important. Is there anything that you're always looking for? Because you do have people who are coming in that are not just shopping for fun, but are shopping for needs.
Yeah, absolutely. Men's shoes typically to be the highest demand of things that we're looking for when, they're shopping with the voucher. They're looking for men's shoes, and we just don't get a lot of those donations.
I know, it's because men hoard their shoes.
Yeah.
They do. Men have more shoes than women. I'll die on that hill. I'll die on it. I will.
I do have a lot of shoes.
Yeah,
so, but I also use them till they die.
Right. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I've actually thought about that. I'm like, I should donate these. I'm like, nobody wants these.
They're going to be lawn mowing shoes. That's what you all say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a thing.
You'd actually be surprised. We do have a crew of volunteers that come in and repair or repurpose shoes. So, they're cleaning them up. They're making some slight blemish improvements, but so don't be hesitant on donating shoes if you think, oh, nobody's going to want these. You never know.
You never know. I love that. Okay, so tell us about the volunteers who are coming in. And we should talk about those opportunities for the community. Monetary donations are always wonderful, first and foremost. Yes. That is, your mission is to provide shelter and provide food. Those things take money. But if someone wants to donate their time and their talents instead of their treasure, are there opportunities to do that?
Absolutely. So we love our volunteers. We would not be able to do the work that we do without our volunteers. And so we have volunteer opportunities on a regular basis at our thrift stores. That's sorting and going through the items that are donated to our stores. And then there's some repairing that's happening too. So we have individuals that can fix lamps and, clean up shoes. We also have a jewelry department, so they're sorting through jewelry, and they're actually repurposing some of the things that we get. If we have one single earring, they turn it into a pennant. So it's really cool to see our volunteers and their creativity of what they are able to accomplish. Serving meals is also a big one that we're always looking for. We have 2 shifts available to serve meals, Monday through Sunday. And they are 11 to 1 p.m. and 4 to 6 p.m. So you come in, help prep the meal, serve the meal to our guests that are in our shelter, and then help clean up.
Welcome back to KFGO For A Cause. I'm Amy Eiler with It Takes Two with Amy and JJ. Neil Van Dam with the Van Dam Financial Group is here with us, and also Andrea Feigum from the New Life Center. She is the Advancement Director. Your ears perked up at the opportunity to go and serve food. I feel like we all love serving food. It must be a Midwest thing. Like, I like feeding people when they're at my house. I love feeding my kids. My husband will also often be like, Amy, quit asking the kids if they're hungry. I'm like, I just want to feed you. You know what I mean? And that perked up your ears, I know, when you were like, I didn't know there was opportunities to feed people.
Well, when it comes to business opportunities, it's always tough to get people to come in and actually see the mission more than just, like you had also mentioned, going through the thrift store and kind of sorting clothes and things like that, which is obviously very needed. But I like to see where things are going, how it's going, and the actual community that's being served. So I didn't even know that was something that you offered. Another thing that we had talked about too offline was your ability to take in stock. Stock meaning like actual monetary my type of world, the stocks and bonds. So
Neil's like, when are we talking money?
Well, we don't normally talk about it, but it was funny that you brought it up. So now I'm excited. A lot of people have stock that they've had for a long period of time, and it's gone up and up and up in value. And they say, well, if I sell it, then I'm going to pay a bunch of tax. And most of the conversations I have with those people is, well, I'll sell it, and then I want to make a charitable donation. You can make the actual charitable donation of the stock to the charity. They can sell it. They don't pay taxes, and you get the full deduction, assuming that you've had it for more than a year, and you're able to write the whole thing off. And we kind of cut out the IRS, but that most people don't have a problem with that. So not all charities can do that, but you guys are one that can accept that.
Yes, absolutely. New Life Center is able to accept stocks as a donation, and we get them from time to time. But it's, just another way that individuals can make a donation that works for them and their portfolio.
Why do some charities do this and some don't?
Well, every charity has the ability to do that. It's just not every charity has a large enough board or an understanding of how to do that. Okay. And that's where and our team does a lot with those charities to say, let us help you find a way to accept this.
I mean, that's a good point, not only for the New Life Center, but like for anybody who's listening that's involved in a nonprofit, is like, find your person who can be involved in the organization, and that can be their like sole purpose, right? We all have we made a joke the other day that we were like, every marriage, every nonprofit is like the Smurfs. Like, everybody has to have their role, right? It doesn't have to be that you want to serve meals or that you have a passion for anything, but if you've got a passion for making sure the money is transferred from this person to the next person, that can be your role, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. And if you're a nonprofit listening to this and you say, someone wants to donate stock, rather than just saying we can't do that, just give me a call. We'll have a conversation about it, no charge, just to at least see how we can make that happen for your donor to get much deserved money to your organization. Yeah.
When it comes to the New Life Center, we talked briefly, if you're just tuning in, we talked briefly about your mission to serve men in our community. Mm-hmm. What does that look like when it comes to the sheltering? Do you need more space? What's the grand plan? I know that when I look at other organizations, they're always looking to expand their space in terms of housing. Is that a mission of the New Life Center?
I would say yes, long-term strategy for sure. We want to be able to expand. And we also want to grow our programs that we offer to the community. There is a growing need of homelessness in the community. We recognize that. We see it in the news. We know that it is an issue that is prevalent. And we want to be able to meet that growing need. And so, yes, expansion of our services, emergency shelter, but then our additional programs as well. So programs that we have at New Life Center, we have a program specifically dedicated to serving homeless veterans through the in partnership with the Fargo VA. We would like to expand that program to be able to serve more men who have once served our country. We also have a Genesis recovery program focused on helping men overcome their addiction, and we want to grow that program as well so we can accept more men into the program. And then also for transitional housing. Through our Genesis recovery program, we offer a transitional housing phase, but the space is not large enough to accommodate the growing need for that. So we have discussions on an ongoing basis of what that might look like, and we have a really fabulous board that is really helping us to kind of think bigger picture, and hopefully we can execute on that soon.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine there's a whole population of men who may need these services but don't necessarily need a bed to sleep in at night. But to your point, want access to these programs that exist through your organization.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know that, homelessness, yes, they definitely need shelter, food, and clothing, but there's just so much more to that. We want to really help them address the root cause of their homelessness, helping with addressing medical needs, mental health issues, addiction, and then also helping them establish a plan forward. So what is your next steps? And then helping them grow along the way. Also, because we are a Christ-centered rescue ministry, we want to make sure that they are also having that relationship and ability to hear the gospel, hear the word, and know that how important that is for them in their transformation moving forward.
Andrea Feigum has been with us from the New Life Center. How many people are staying with you on a nightly basis? Like how many beds do you have? How much room do you have in your organization?
So across all of our programs, we have a total of 151 beds. Wow. Our average number of men sheltered each night is 147. So we are at or near capacity nearly every single night. And we know that there is a growing need. So yeah. To address that is something that is always going to be a challenge for us until...
Does that change seasonally? I'm just curious.
Since COVID, it has not. One of the things that we have experienced, we maybe have a dip in the summer months, but really it has not fallen down. It's just increased, actually.
What is the average stay for someone that comes to the New Life Center?
So we typically say an average stay is between 30 and 90 days, especially for emergency shelter. We allow them to stay up to 30 days, but we also know that there's challenges to getting a position or also just housing in general. So we allow 2 extended stays after that first 30 days so they can stay up to 90 days. Our longer-term programming for homeless veterans, which is through the Passport program, they can stay up to 2 years. So it's more of a transitional housing opportunity to address those barriers. But our goal is to get them into stable housing within 6 months.
Wow.
Then our Genesis Recovery program, it's a 12-month, 5-phase program. And then they also have an option for transitional housing up to 6 months. So total length could be 18 months.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's an incredible, really, let's get to the root of the problem mission that
Correct.
you have. Let's not just solve the homeless, but let's solve why it's happening and help you recover, in this full immersive experience. That's incredible. Okay, if people want to get involved with the New Life Center, maybe they feel inspired to get some of those stocks in order, as Neil was just referring to, or they want to volunteer with your mission. How do they get in touch with you?
Well, that's a great question. Come over to our website at fargonlc.org or give us a call at 701-235-4453.
Andrea, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And thank you for the opportunity, Neil.
Yeah, thanks, Neil.